Hey everybody, Heel Pictures 50th video! Yay!
Mazel tov.
Right, cut it there. Jesus Christ! Hello everybody, this is our 50th film. Taking this off. This is our 50th video, and our 50th video is a review. And we just saw the new Wes Anderson film, The Grand Budapest Hotel, which stars mostly everyone that's been in a Wes Anderson film.
And Ralph Fiennes.
And Ralph Fiennes. We're fans of Wes Anderson. My personal favourite being Fantastic Mr. Fox.
And mine.
And we both saw Moonrise Kingdom, and we both particularly enjoyed that film. I thought it was one of the best of 2012, if I'm not mistaken. Do you want to explain the plot of this one?
Ralph Fiennes' character is the concierge of the Grand Budapest Hotel, and one of his lady friends is killed. Let's try not to give anything away, and he's basically blamed for the murder. He's more blamed for the murder, so then it's basically a story about him trying to deal with that.
Within that, he's taken a young Indian-looking bellboy
with a pencil moustache.
With
a literal pencil moustache.
It's mainly. Although there's a huge cast like Edward Norton, Willem Dafoe, Adrian Brody. It's mainly between Ralph Fiennes and Zero, between Gustav and Zero, and it's a good relationship, I think. The film definitely has Wes Anderson's style to it.
But it's different to his previous film.
I would say it's kind of like he got the look and feel of Moonrise, and then put it together with the humour of Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah.
While trying to make his own adaptation of Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
It felt that way. I feel like you might disagree with me on this. I think it kind of had a bit of a pacing issue. Like, for me personally, it felt like a little bit dragged on.
It was weird because some parts seemed like they went on forever, and then some parts there went really quickly.
And I'm not sure that's just purely because of the style of Wes Anderson, or if he was just, or if it was just due to not great editing.
Like, without giving anything away, the ending seemed...
The ending was like, boom, boom, boom! So,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was like, by the way, this happened to this character, the plot's here now, and...
I personally think the beginning bit could have been cut out.
Yeah.
But it's like, that didn't really give anything, because it's not spoiling anything, but you start off in present day, I would say, and then you go a flashback into the 80s with an older fellow talking about a story about the Grand Budapest Hotel.
The history of it.
And then we go back into the 60s.
So it's a flashback.
Where it's Jude Law, which is the younger him, and we're going from his thing, and then we meet another character, older character, and then he tells his story because he plays Zero, and then it's a flashback to the 30s. So
it's a flashback.
It's a flashback within a flashback with its, yeah.
There's a lot more. It's more violent.
It's quite crude. It's
there's more violence and more swearing.
It's like, because when we were there, it was me, you, and
like
a few older people.
4 other people. We were the youngest ones.
Yeah, like a few older couples, and they're not. And there was one scene where there is a severed limb. Not limb, severed
head.
Severed head. Not spoiling who, but a severed head of someone, and I could see the couple.
She did go.
Ah. The Wes Anderson regulars played different characters to they usually do in Wes Anderson films.
Yeah.
Because Willem Dafoe played essentially the henchman. And the previous film he played in Life Aquatic. He played Bill Murray's right hand man.
Yeah, also, if you think of Fantastic Mr. Fox, he played the henchman.
Was he in Fantastic Mr.
He's the henchman rat.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he was the rat.
I did not know Willem Dafoe voiced it. With the huge amount of cast
members
in this film, and with an hour and 38 run time, a lot of your favourites that you're probably going to love to see in the film. They're very much cameos.
Owen Wilson
was very brief.
Yeah,
who is definitely a Wes Anderson regular.
He was in it for around 20 seconds.
Bill Murray was in it
for about 20 seconds.
About that, yeah. Adrian Brody, even though he was kind of the main villain, he was not in it for a huge amount of time. Again, it's like I don't really know what to make it. Well, I know what to make it for. It was a pretty good film, but I don't really know how to describe it. If someone said to me, how would you describe this, what genre would you say this film was? I'd be like, a dark comedy with a lot more genres involved.
It wasn't that dark though, that's the thing.
The reason why I say dark comedy is because compared to Wes Anderson, like previous Wes Anderson films, it is much more of a darker, humoured film. But at the same time, I wouldn't class it as a comedy because it's not joke after joke after joke. I wouldn't class it as a drama because there wasn't really...
There wasn't that much heavy stuff.
There wasn't that much heavy stuff. Crime, I guess, just solely because it's...
It's like a crime comedy sort of thing.
Yeah,
light comedy.
I tell you, one of my favourite scenes of the film was when Gustav and Zero meet up after Gustav has been away for a while, and they met again. The conversation between them was both dramatic and it was both heartfelt and comedic.
Yeah.
When Zero explained a story about him per se. And in typical Wes Anderson fashion, it was very monotone and blank-faced, but again, you kind of understood, like, oh, that's actually sad.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the one thing I love about Wes Anderson films. It's the look of the film and the dialogue, because I think, like, it's, like, you're always interested in the dialogue, no matter, like, it's like, there's a few shouting moments, but none of them really crack a smile. And that's just Wes Anderson's style, and it works very well in this film.
I sat through, and if you hadn't seen a Wes Anderson film before,
you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't have got the humour, like because there's a certain type of humour. It's like there's a lot of awkward humour and long pauses between jokes and stuff.
And the way when sorry to interrupt you. The way when it was in the trailer when they were arresting Gustav, and he quickly went, I understand, she's been murdered. And you think I did it? Then ran. And then a lot of people might not find that funny, but that's something that I found that quite
That shot went on for a bit longer and it was funny.
Yeah, that's what it's like, where it's just like, there's no like it's like, no like quick cuts, it's just like
a statutory shot.
It's like, that's amusing.
Ralph Fiennes was hilarious in it.
He was great in the film.
I think he was loving that role.
Yes, you could tell he was just eating up that.
I love the fact that he went from when he's trying to say his poetry and being all sophisticated, he just goes,
It's very dare I say Basil Fawlty-esque type. It's like if Wes Anderson's Basil Fawlty.
Dry.
Yes, like John Cleese type of. It's like he's uptight, proper one scene, and also he's just very.
Normal.
I think it's more of a film, especially for Wes Anderson fans.
Yeah. It's
like, I don't think you're going to enjoy it if you're going into the film not knowing who Wes Anderson is. If you're going into it thinking to yourself, oh, this looks like a nice little film, it's like, you might be disappointed. It's very much so a love letter to his fans, I would say. And being fans, I would say that we specifically enjoyed the film.
I did.
Overall, I'm going to give the Grand Budapest Hotel a thumbs up. Is that a thumbs up?
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything mind-blowing, but I don't think it was meant to set out to be.
My favourite is still Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Fantastic Mr. Fox, Tenenbaums, Moonrise, then probably this. It's like, again, I need to see Rushmore. But this was a pretty good film. It's like, I think if you like Life Aquatic, you might like this.
One thing I need to mention is the cinematography, as always. Wes Anderson was absolutely like there was that the shot where he's on the roof and then he runs off to the left and then he suddenly runs up the right. And
it feels animated, but it's not.
It was arty, but it's not concentrated on. That's where it's supposed to be. It flashes by, so you're like, oh, that was nice. So you're not like, oh god, this shot's going on forever. I
can't see this film being like a film that would be like, I'm going to remember this for the rest of my... It's like, it would be a nice film to continue watching, and as I say, it's for Wes Anderson fans.
Definitely watch it again.
It's definitely for Wes Anderson fans, and I can see a film surpassing it this year. So, guys, that's our 50th video. 50 videos, eh? So thanks for watching, everybody. Links down below for Facebook and Twitter. And until next time, everybody, we shall see you later, and see ya.